Lena locked the register with a shaky breath, relieved that the long, exhausting shift had finally come to an end. It was almost midnight, and the small convenience store felt unusually quiet. The humming refrigerator, the flickering neon sign, and the soft buzz of the ceiling lights were the only reminders that she wasn't completely alone. She rubbed her sore back and glanced toward the aisles. "Just a quick sweep and I'm out," she whispered to herself. At just 19, Lena worked 2 jobs to pay for her mother's medical bills. She was used to long nights and late hours, but tonight something in the air felt different, heavy. Still, she didn't know that 3 men were watching her through the large glass windows, their silhouettes barely visible under the broken street lamp. They had seen her working alone. They had seen her lock the door. They had seen her vulnerability, and they misjudged one thing. The store wasn't as empty as it looked. At the far back, in the dim motorcycle accessories section, a group of bikers stayed quietly browsing. They had stopped for snacks before heading out on their night ride. Their huge frames and patched leather jackets made them look intimidating, but they respected Lena. She had served them with kindness for months, never judging their rough appearance. They noticed how tired she looked. They noticed when she winced from back pain, and they also noticed the 3 men outside. But Lena didn't. She grabbed the mop and started cleaning near the counter, humming softly to keep herself awake. Just then, a loud bang echoed through the store entrance. Her heart dropped. The glass rattled violently as the 3 men slammed their fists against the door. Lena jumped, nearly knocking over a stack of chips. "Hey, sweetheart," one of them called through the glass, grinning wickedly. "Let us in, we just want to buy something." Lena froze. The store was closed. She knew she wasn't supposed to open the door for anyone, especially not at this hour. "Sorry, we're closed," she shouted, voice trembling. "Oh, come on," another man smirked. "Don't be shy, just open the door for a minute." Lena backed up, clutching the mop handle like a weapon. Her hands trembled uncontrollably. She didn't see the bikers slowly turning their heads, silently watching her fear. The men outside grew bolder. One leaned so close to the glass that Lena could see his greasy hair and bloodshot eyes. "Open it," he snarled. "We're not leaving." Lena's breath quickened. She reached for her phone, but her hands were shaking too much to unlock it. Then, a loud click. The back aisle door swung open and a heavy pair of boots stepped onto the tile floor. Lena gasped. The leader of the biker group, a tall man with a scar across his eyebrow, locked eyes with her. His voice was low, calm, and dangerous. "Put the mop down, kid." He glanced toward the entrance. "We'll handle this." Lena stared at the biker leader, her heart still pounding painfully inside her chest. His presence filled the room. Calm, unshakable, and fiercely protective. The 2 other bikers behind him stepped out from the aisle as well, tall and broad-shouldered, their leather jackets creaking as they moved. Lena swallowed hard. She had almost forgotten they were even in the store. The scarred leader, everyone called him Ridge, took a slow step forward. His eyes flicked from Lena to the banging men at the front door, and his jaw clenched. "Kid," he said quietly, "how long have they been hassling you?" Since I closed," Lena whispered. "They won't leave." Ridge nodded once, then turned his attention fully to the entrance. His entire demeanor shifted, from a casual customer to a man on a mission. The door shook again as one of the thugs kicked it. "Open the door!" he roared, angry and impatient. Ridge smirked, a cold, dangerous expression that promised trouble for anyone on the wrong side of it. "All right then," he muttered, rolling his shoulders. "If they want in, let's give them a warm welcome." Before Lena could protest, Ridge strode to the door and unlocked it. The thugs stumbled forward, expecting to see the frightened young cashier. They weren't expecting him. Ridge towered over them, arms crossed, expression blank. The 3 men froze. Who the hell are you?" one of them asked, suddenly less confident. Ridge stepped out onto the pavement, blocking the doorway. "The question," he said calmly, "is who the hell do you think you're scaring?" The men exchanged uneasy looks. They had expected a lone girl, not a wall of muscle with backup. Lena peeked from behind the counter, trembling but with a small spark of hope. The tallest thug tried to recover his bravado. "Look, man, we just wanted to buy something. No need to get—" Ridge cut him off. "You've been pounding on the door for 10 minutes. He leaned closer. "That's not shopping, that's harassment." Another biker, Tank, joined him outside. He cracked his knuckles slowly, like thunder rolling across the night. The thugs immediately stepped back. "We weren't doing anything wrong," the shortest one stammered. "We just—" "You frightened the girl," Tank growled. "So yeah, you did." Ridge tilted his head, studying them like they were insects he hadn't decided whether to crush. "Now," he said coldly, "you have two choices." The thugs swallowed hard. "Choice one," Ridge continued, "you walk away right now quietly." "And the second?" the leader asked, voice shaky. Ridge smiled, a slow, spine-chilling smile. "Second choice is you don't walk away at all." Silence fell. In the background, the other biker, Jess, revved his motorcycle just enough to make the pavement tremble. The thugs panicked. "We're leaving!" they yelped, backing away and stumbling down the sidewalk. Ridge watched them until they disappeared around the corner, running like terrified rabbits. Only then did he turn back to Lena. "You okay?" he asked gently. And for the first time all night, Lena finally exhaled.